Hello everyone, welcome back to the Looney Bin, and boy, if you woke up this morning and saw the big news coming from the One Piece news live stream earlier this morning, then by God you are excited as I am, because One Piece in Love, a spin-off manga that has been both approved and read by Oda, is getting a short anime adaptation. What you may not know is that One Piece in Love is a very specific spin-off manga that has something that Luffy and Nami fans are so excited about. And that is the fact that two of the characters, specifically the main characters, are named after Luffy and Nami. Now, they're not necessarily the Straw Hats. They're not actually Monkey D. Luffy or Nami. They are in real life characters, slice of life anime, like they go to high school and stuff like that, where they're fans of One Piece. It just so happened that two of the main characters are named after Luffy and Nami, as well as Usopp. However, the key thing to know, especially if you are a Luffy Nami fan, is that the characters of Luffy and Nami actually are involved in a romantic subplot. Now, don't get me wrong, this manga is mostly for gag purposes. You know, it's a gag spin-off manga. But one of the key subplots or key plots of the story is that they are involved in a romantic, will they, should they type of situation where Nami has a crush on Luffy. Which is insane to think about, especially in this community that has tried very hard to try to dissuade any sort of relationship between Luffy and Nami by doing a bunch of other random comments and just making just some bullshit claims, such as they're siblings, Oda doesn't like it. Well, this manga specifically actually just proves that all wrong, because Oda does and has confirmed that he has read this manga and does read it anytime a new chapter comes out. He approved this manga, meaning that he approved this idea that Luffy and Nami having some sort of like romantic subplot is fine with him. So that just removes that whole goddamn bullshit argument that, Oda doesn't like that at all. It removes it completely. It also removes the idea that Luffy and Nami are seen as siblings, right? If Oda approves a manga where like these two characters who are named after those characters are somewhat involved romantically, I mean, come on. So it's interesting to see this becoming an adaptation, and it's just a sudden surprise, because a lot of people, when they were watching the One Piece news live stream, were expecting something else. They were expecting like the announcement of a new movie, because the anime is coming back. The biggest points of that live stream were that the anime was coming back. We'll be getting 2 episodes back-to-back days, to start off, and then that really was it until they announced One Piece in Love, anime adaptation, which I guess was the biggest announcement that they were so-called claiming, right? Even Robin's voice actress, who was there during, the live stream, was talking about, wait, what about a movie? Apparently, no, there was no movie announcement. They said that they were going to announce some things just as exciting as a movie, which, a lot of people are upset about that, there was no movie announcement. But if One Piece in Love was that big announcement, that is just so great for us as Luffy Nami fans. Now, don't get me wrong. The manga One Piece in Love is mostly a gag manga, where it just takes on a comedic purpose. But the fact that there is a plot point where the 2 of the 3 main characters that are named Luffy and Nami do have a plot point of being romantically linked is really big for us in terms of like, how Oda technically views the relationship. Now, don't get me wrong. He did not write this. This is made by someone else. The point being is that Oda still reads it, and that he still enjoys it, and that he still wants more of it, right? And I guarantee you, he more than likely had to approve this manga to be some sort of anime. And voila, we're getting it. Now, for those who don't know, the anime that this is going to be made from, like, or should I say, like, the type of anime this is going to be, it's going to be a very short anime. From my understanding, it's going to be like at least 4 to 5 episodes in a 5-day span, maybe a little bit more. I'm not sure exactly the full number, but essentially it's like a 5-day span. It's going to be in terms of vertical YouTube TikTok shorts. So if you go on TikTok, if you watch YouTube shorts and so on and so forth, you're going to get that visual of like that vertical animation, right? And it's going to be shorts. But that's not necessarily a bad thing, because shorts or TikToks do get a lot of traction. They do get a lot of boosted, views, because that's just how the algorithm works with shorts. So this is also big in terms of getting people to see One Piece and Love, and getting to see that Oda approved this manga. He reads it, and essentially he is perfectly fine with some sort of like romantically linked relationship between, his characters of Luffy and Nami. While these characters aren't exactly the Straw Hats, it's still important to know that he actually enjoys that dynamic. He doesn't see it as weird, like some people, like anti-Lunami shippers think. He believes it is. So it's pretty big for us. It's pretty big news, and I'm excited for it. And one of the voice actors for, the shorts, specifically the one who's going to be voicing Nami, is actually from My Hero Academia. It is Ayane Sakura, who voices Ochako. So if you like My Hero Academia, if you like Ochako as a character, which I do, I just completely enjoy her bubbly personality and just how amazing she brings, Ochako to life with her voice as well. Nami in One Piece and Love is going to sound fantastic with Ayane Sakura-san promoting and, providing the voice for Nami. So again, this is not necessarily going to be some sort of like confirmation that Lunami is canon, right? I guarantee you the reason why they are actually making an adaptation of this manga is because it's to promote the fact that it is coming back. What I mean is that the manga, which was on hiatus since 2021, is also coming back. It's coming back April 10th, right? So that's mostly the reason why they're probably doing this adaptation. But this is also a great way for people to see that, oh, Oda doesn't necessarily mind Luffy Nami, right? And that's what's important if you are a Luffy Nami fan in general. And it'll also be fun to watch because I have read the manga. It is very funny. It has some really cute moments between the characters that are named after Luffy and Nami, and it also has a bunch of other like gags that really make it a worthwhile experience. And I understand some people are upset that it is the spinoff that's getting anime adaptation, but this can also be good for them in the sense that this could lead to other spin-off manga getting adaptations, like One Piece High School. I think that would be a great manga, spin-off manga, to get an anime adaptation. One Piece School, I believe there's also another one, also great, So yeah, just because that spin-off manga that you wanted hasn't, been animated yet, doesn't mean that it won't. This could lead to those happening, right? And in general, this is just exciting news for really if you're a Luffy Nami fan, because this is such a really sweet manga that really explores like fans of One Piece and like gives you like little references from the actual One Piece manga into this short story. And with the way the manga is, it makes sense that of course the anime is going to be in vertical shorts, because it's one of those full coma, which basically just means like 4 panels on one page type of style. It's not necessarily the same, but they're short enough chapters where like a vertical short will actually make more sense, right? So I think this is fantastic news. If you're a Luffy Nami fan, celebrate today, because we got something that we've wanted to see in a while. And also know that they're probably going to be releasing One Piece and Love in English dub pretty soon in terms of the manga. So I can't wait to see it. It starts April 1st. 5 days of just a couple of episodes, so that should be fun to just go through. And yeah, it's gonna be fun. If you're a Luffy Nami fan, celebrate today, because we got something big. Whether or not that leads to something more, and whether or not Oda is leading us into believing that maybe Luffy Nami is gonna become canon, we don't know yet. But like I said, my personal, opinion, if I'm trying to not be biased in terms of Luffy Nami, I think it's just supposed to be a promotion for the manga returning. So can't wait to see it. Hopefully you enjoy it as well. And thank you so much for watching. Enjoy today, Luffy Nami fans, and I'll see you guys next time.